Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Tubi Appendages, right? Is that what the word?
Yeah.
And this is April 2025. I have 4 things. Rod has 4 things. And usually I do horror, but I threw something that's maybe a little horror adjacent in there.
Nice.
So we'll go back and forth. I'll do one and then Rod will do one. But these are movies that are free on the Tubi app. So you go to your smartphone, your TV, your Fire Stick, your Roku, your tablet, anywhere you can stream and watch these films. And if there's something you watch that you think, God, they should have really talked about that, shoot us a message on our socials, and then maybe we'll shout you out and say, we did watch that and it was horrible.
Or a suggestion for either the wrong podcast died or spooky, maybe even.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Tell us, hey, you should watch this for the show. Any of our socials or on our email. I like it spookypod@gmail.com. But I think we should probably get to the films.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So in the action category from Tubi, I actually have a double header here.
Ooh.
I always figured these two have to go together. From 2003 and 2004, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. It's starring Uma Thurman, David Carradine, Lucy Liu, Michael Madsen, Daryl Hannah, and it's directed by Quentin Tarantino of all people. I mean, it's got to be freaking batshit crazy. A little synopsis: after waking from a 4-year coma, a former assassin wreaks vengeance on the team of assassins who betrayed her.
I've seen them. Bloody good fun. Just pop some popcorn, have some drinks, throw them on, and enjoy a bloody good time. Speaking of bloody good times, my first movie for this month is Evil Dead 2013. And I know this film gets a lot of hate, but if you subtract the hatred it gets for not having, what's his nuts
Ash.
in it?
Groovy.
Bruce Campbell in it. It's not a bad film. I think it's actually quite fun, and it fits into the universe.
I think it's one of the better remakes.
And I don't even know that it's a remake. Maybe a reboot or just an add-on.
Reimagining.
It's an hour and 30 minutes long. The story follows a group of 5 people under attack by deadates in a remote cabin in the woods. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
It's got some gnarly blood and guts in this one. I wouldn't say over the top, but there's some stuff that you hear the sounds and your stomach churns.
You are all going to die tonight.
Ugh.
And it just got a physical media release, I think, at Walmart with a special edition blue book or steelbook.
Yeah, steelbook for like $33.
It looks beautiful. What do you got next?
I have from the comedy, but I like to say comedy musical, and I may want to push this on Brian for the wrong podcast died sometime, but from 1990, Cry Baby.
Yeah, you're looking to rumble. You're looking at me because I'm the king. I'm a king.
Starring Johnny Depp, Ricky Lake, Amy Locane, Susan Tyrrell, which she was in Butcher Maker, I don't know, some horror film that Joe Bob showed.
Butcher, Baker, Candle Maker. Yeah, something like that.
Directed by the great John Waters, of all people, which is awesome. But a little synopsis: in 1950s Baltimore, a bad boy with a heart of gold wins the love of a good girl whose boyfriend sets out for revenge.
I fucking love this film. I love John Waters. He was in Iowa City a couple years ago, and I kick myself in the ass almost daily that I did not go and see him when he was there. He's just one of those people that I feel, you say Quentin Tarantino, and then you followed up with John Waters, and I think there's not many people I want to meet or in the film industry. John Waters is definitely one of those people. Just something about the way he carries himself and how he speaks and how he dresses and who he surrounded himself with.
Right.
Just the people. I feel like you could be anybody and John would find the good in you.
Absolutely.
Tiffany and I went and saw Serial Mom last year for Mother's Day at the Capitol, and that's a John Waters. And I forgot how freaking amazing that film is.
I haven't seen that in quite a while. I need to check that one out again.
Crybaby or Serial Mom, any one of John Waters' films. I mean, I've already done Pink Flamingos with our buddy Tad, so I can't do that one.
What do you got next?
So my next film, it's not John Waters, but it is Godzilla vs. Kong from 2021.
Nice.
It's an hour and 53 minutes. I don't know why it's that long. Does it feel that long?
I don't know. Not really.
It's one of the newer ones, the Legendary, which aren't my favorite, but they're full of action, and my 6-year-old loves them. They're beautiful. They look good. They sound good. There's a lot of action in them.
I feel like they're keeping Kong and Godzilla relevant for the new audiences.
Yeah, an ancient rivalry pits two legends against each other, while a mission to uncharted terrain unearths clues to the Titan's very origins. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I much prefer Kong in these films.
Yeah.
He just has more emotion. He's more human-like. Just another throw on. Oh, God, no. It doesn't really fit in with any of these other films, but another throw on and just have a good night of watching a fun movie. What do you got next?
Next one I got from the drama category from 1992, A Few Good Men, starring Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, Kiefer Sutherland, and directed by Rob Reiner, who we covered on The Wrong Podcast Died recently. Stand By Me. A little synopsis on this one. A military lawyer is tasked with defending 2 U.S. Marines charged with murdering a fellow Marine and intends to prove they were only following their base commander's orders.
You can't handle the truth. That's that film, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
I mean, I've seen it. I didn't dislike it. I feel like the other films we have done so far have been fun. This is more of a serious film.
A little bit, yeah.
Sit down and maybe have a whiskey or a stiff drink and watch this film.
It's just got those lines that everyone remembers from the 90s. And
yeah, that people are always quoting. Speaking of serious films, my last film this month, because I have something different at the end, is very serious. It's listed as a horror comedy. I guess there's some comedy in it, but it's from 1991. It's an hour and 42 minutes long. The People Under the Stairs.
That's a horror comedy?
That's what it's listed on.
Wow.
On IMDb, or the Internet Movie Database.
Thank you, Clint.
The plot follows a young boy and 2 adult robbers who become trapped in a house belonging to a neighborhood's crooked landlords after breaking in to steal their collection of gold coins.
I haven't seen it in quite a while. I gotta put that on my list here soon.
The funny thing about this film is, Rod knows, and if you listen to the show, I'm a big physical media collector. I wouldn't say big, but I love physical media. I've seen other people's collections that make mine look like I have nothing. This was the first film I bought from Arrow Video, and I got it, and I couldn't watch it.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't region free. It wasn't region A, so I had to go buy a region free Blu-ray player, but it's worth every damn cent. I love this film. I tell people to watch this film. This is probably one of my favorite films of the 90s, especially horror.
It's a Wes Craven film, too. It's when he was at his peak.
It's just fun, and the geek, the guy in leather, just the dad. And then he's in Twin Peaks.
He's in Silver Bullet.
I love this film. I think it's probably, of the ones that we've listed so far, this and Crybaby would be 1A and 1B, or 1 and 2. I just enjoy the hell out of this film.
You know who's 1C?
1C?
Yeah.
I can't imagine who, but tell me.
Our podcast network, the PFPN. Let's hear from them.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal: providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
So now that we've heard from our podcast network, let's see what Rod's last film is. Is it a film?
It's a film, and it's sort of borderline horror because I have it in my horror collection, but it was under the thriller category. It is 1995's Seven, starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Got Gwyneth Paltrow in there too. The little synopsis: 2 detectives, a rookie and a veteran, hunt a serial killer who uses the 7 deadly sins as his motive.
Put the gun
I
down.
saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
One of my top 10 horror films of all time. I mean, you can consider it whatever the hell you want, but it is on my list of top 10 horror films of all time.
I don't know if you ever listened to Nightmare Junkhead with Genius McGee and Greg, but they do a March Madness bracket thing. And for 1995, because they go back 10 years, 20 years, 30 and 40. And this was one of them. I don't believe it quite made it at the end, but it got really close.
The hell would be the best movie from 1995 horror-wise that wouldn't be better than this? You're going to have to look.
Oh, my bad. It did win 1995.
Which it should have. What was the other one? Did you see what the other movie it was up against?
At the end, it was up against Demon Knight from Tales from the Crypt.
Which is fine, but it's not 7. I mean,
No, but it's just kind of a fun one. But
Demon Knight's more fun, but 7 is way better a film and way scarier. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're gonna die, you could be fed to death. There's worse ways to go, I guess.
So what do you have for this last one that you have? I'm kind of interested in see what you did here.
So my last thing is a series, and it's coming every Wednesday to Tubi, and it's called WWE Evolve. So it's every Wednesday. I'm not sure what time. I don't know if it'll drop in the morning or if it's at like 7 o'clock. A new generation of WWE prospects begin their in-ring journey with the goal of becoming the next great superstar. New episodes on Wednesday. So this is maybe even before they get to NXT.
Okay. So it's like Tough Enough?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be just wrestling or talking on the mic, or if they'll have judges, or you know how like some Tough Enough they had like coaches and stuff. So I don't know if it's going to be like that. I guess we'll have to wait until April.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, which would be tomorrow and every Wednesday after that. Hopefully it does well, and you can catch some of the upcoming stars for WWE before they're stars.
Right.
I know there's a young lady from Iowa, Maggie Lee is her name, and she wrestles locally, but she just signed with TNA.
Oh, nice.
And I've been following her career for a couple of years. And yeah, she just signed with TNA, which is partnered with WWE. So who knows? Maybe one day she'll be on the main roster. And you can have Seth Rollins and Maggie Lee, you know, because Seth Rollins is from Davenport, Iowa, and he's got his wrestling school there in the Quad Cities. I'm interested to watch this, especially on a Wednesday night. I don't feel like there's much on Wednesday nights.
No, not really.
There's Monday Night Raw. Tuesday, I think, is NXT. Friday is SmackDown. TNA is on Wednesday nights, and we watch that, but it's always fun when I can go back and forth. I miss the days of going back and forth between Raw and Monday Night Nitro. So, or what there was Thursday Night Thunder, and at one point there was wrestling on every night of the week.
Every night, yes.
Which was fun, and I'm a wrestling fan.
This is a good month, I thought, for Tubi. There were some interesting things in there.
Yeah, there was a couple months that it kind of was, but I think Tubi's got some competition, and we're going to talk about that on the next episode of Appendages. So if you enjoy Appendages, come back on Thursday and see what we have for the next app. I won't name drop it, but there is some competition, and it's great for the people that stream. But don't let physical media die.
No, don't.
Check out your theaters and check out your drive-ins. We have to keep physical media and the drive-ins alive.
Physical media for life.
What do you think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.